Fuck it. Welcome to We Fucking Love TV. Season 4, Episode 2. Ginger's not here at this time.
We're not far enough along where we have to worry about the episode numbers.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh,
like
boy.
we've ran into in other seasons. We think this is episode 12, but it could be 14.
Yeah. This might be our season finale.
So we were talking before we hit the record button that we've picked up a couple of shows this year, started watching them. One of them is that Josh and I are both watching is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think it's really funny.
Did you watch the James Franco roast? Where
No.
they dicked on Andy Samberg and they said the show's not going to last very long and shit?
I didn't watch it.
I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's fucking hilarious.
I like it. And a lot of comedians that you've seen everywhere, like that girl that's in that one episode of Louie.
Oh, Chelsea Peretti?
Yeah, I don't know her name.
She used to write for Parks and Rec and everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Schur is an executive producer, or did he make up the show? I don't know. Is he a
I
creator?
feel like he's one of the creators.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Mose. But yeah, I like it. It's fun, and it's a great lead-in. Actually, Tuesday has become comedy night in my TV world. It used to be Thursday,
Yeah,
but
it used to
now
be
it's
Thursdays.
now it's Tuesday, and you've got Brooklyn Nine-Nine and New Girl and Mindy Project, and then Sons of Anarchy, and I laughed my ass off at that terrible writing. But Tuesday night's great comedy night now, and
I'm going to go on my rant like I always do. Melissa Fumero that plays Amy Santiago in Brooklyn Nine-Nine is fucking hot.
let me see her. Okay.
Okay.
And so, Josh, you said you've been watching the Blacklist. Gotcha.
James Spader and Megan Boone. It's a really good show.
Who can read it?
I highly recommend it.
Is it a procedural? I might check it out.
It
What does
kind
it come
of
on?
is a little bit Mondays.
What channel?
NBC.
Oh,
After The Voice.
Voice.
I know, right?
Put a fork in it.
I said it.
We've never ever talked about The Voice.
That's okay with me.
That shows you our integrity level on this podcast.
In The Blacklist, James Spader plays a really good villain. Should
I say it again?
What?
I prefer when he smacks ass.
I don't get that reference.
How have you never seen Secretary?
I don't know.
Go home and watch it. Who could this be? It's annoying.
What the? Come in, Woodpecker. Fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our special guest, True Talent Trent, a.k.a. Ginger Josh.
Sorry I'm late. So what are we talking about? Did I miss anything good?
We were getting ready
Missed
to
the
go
whole
into the Emmys this year.
Oh, cool. The Emmys. All right.
Why are you late?
Stuff happens sometimes.
There's no reason for that.
I decided to.
Damn, our podcast is 2 months late already. We can't have you being late too.
I decided to catch up on Dexter.
I'm gonna get a drink. We got a fridge in our studio now. It's really nice. Promotional considerations paid for by Del Taco. That's right, Del Taco. We're not Taco Bell, we're Del Taco. We know we picked a really stupid name, but to our credit, Taco Bell was already taken, so we chose Del Taco. Come to Del Taco, or fuck it, just go to Taco Bell.
How about the fact that this year broke either a 9 or 10 year streak of The Daily Show winning the Emmy for Best Variety Series on TV, only to give up its streak to The Colbert Report, which I think...
Too silent, motherfucker.
Sorry, The Colbert Report, which I think, in a way, only speaks even more to the greatness of The Daily Show, that it wins 9 or 10 years in a row, and the show to knock it off is the spin-off of its own show.
Right.
So it's just... Yeah. And Colbert was extremely classy in the acceptance speech. Also, Anna Gunn wins her first Emmy for...
Nice.
Was it Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress in a series?
Best kick-ass role.
You know, for years on Breaking Bad, for seasons, I did not like Skylar at all until I realized
Nobody likes Skylar.
that you're not supposed to like Skylar, so that means Anna Gunn is doing a terrific
the
job.
bad guy.
Yeah. So it took me a while to really
Lots of
appreciate
shows
it.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hate somebody, they're doing a hell of a job.
Well, if you hate them because you're supposed to, they're doing a great job.
Right. If it's character fatigue or actor fatigue, that's a whole different story.
Like hating Carl on The Walking Dead does not mean he's doing a great job.
I don't hate. But like, say Gemma on Sons of Anarchy, people are like, "Oh, I love Gemma," and I'm like, "Oh, I hate her," and they're like, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, "Yeah."
How do you have an argument with somebody that talks like that? That's what I want to know.
It's not really an argument.
Yeah.
It's like a conversation that I tune out
Charlie
while
Brown.
I continue to talk like this.
Bryan Cranston was nominated for Breaking Bad. Kevin Spacey was nominated for House of Cards. Jeff Daniels won for the newsroom.
Jeff Daniels had a great speech.
I think the honesty in his speech is what made it good. That he knew he wasn't.
Kevin
gonna win.
Spacey and Bryan Cranston knocked each other out, I think.
But
because it's hard to.
But here's what I'm
But
what
Bryan
I'm
Cranston's
going
won
to ask
before, so it's all
though
good.
is I didn't get a chance to watch the show that Jeff Daniels is on.
You're fine. It's
But
okay.
but did he really? I know there's no
He's
way.
good in it, but it's the usual.
He didn't deserve to beat
Aaron
Daniels.
Sorkin. I mean, you like it at first, like all of his shows, you know. But like the 4th or 5th episode, you're like, it's always going to be this, and it's just going to wear me out. And that's the same way the West Wing was, and it's the same way that
Gilmore
Studio
Girls.
60 on the Sunset Strip. It just wears you out. It's too much jabbering and not enough
Stuff
action
actually happening.
or anything, and then blah blah blah's in love with this, and who gives a rat's
So
ass?
all I'm trying to figure out though is I know there's no way he did a better job than Cranston and Spacey. But did he do a good enough job to justify not necessarily giving him the Emmy over them, but did he earn that Emmy? Not over those two, but was he good enough to get an Emmy on the show?
I have no comment. I haven't seen it all.
I guess, you know.
I'm like Nick. I got tired of the 4th episode and quit watching it.
Me and Josh were
And
watching.
Olivia Munn wasn't on it enough, so I got irritated with that too.
Well, me and Josh were watching the Emmys.
However, I do like Emily Mortimer.
We watched Anna Gunn win, and we watched the Best Supporting Actor, and we're both relatively upset that Jonathan Banks.
Well, thanks for inviting me to the Emmy party, guys. Psh.
It was an Emmy Dexter party, wasn't it?
Well, actually, it was a fantasy football, Sunday Night Football, and also the Emmys at Times party. But we watched Anna Gunn win, and we're excited. We watched Jonathan Banks and somebody else from Breaking Bad were nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Aaron Paul.
Was Aaron Paul? Who won the award? It was none of those.
Bobby Cannavale.
Yeah.
For Boardwalk Empire.
We watched that, and we were like, that went bad, but we'll go ahead and keep watching it.
Boardwalk Empire's good.
Ugh.
Well, but,
I can't get into it.
I thought when I saw Jonathan Banks was nominated, I was like, he's got to win. First of all, he was great as Mike Ehrmantraut, and secondly, also, of course, give it to the old guy that's never been nominated before. But when Bobby Cannavale won, we were just, okay, well, whatever. But then when the Best Actor one came up and Jeff Daniels won, we watched the speech and we're like, we're fucking done with the Emmys now, man.
Shit.
You know, you're gonna say no to Jonathan Banks, Aaron Paul, Bryan Cranston, and Kevin Spacey. No, we're done with this shit now. And then come to find out, we missed a great moment on the Emmys when Breaking Bad won for Best Drama.
Best Drama, which is the only one I cared about winning for anyway. Because it's like, what's going to top that? Nothing.
And if I'm not mistaken, Dead Freight in particular, I think actually won an Emmy as well. The episode Dead Freight
No, the writing was nominated, but it didn't win. Everybody should watch Sherlock on Netflix.
with Benedict Cumberbatch, the greatest name in Hollywood.
Great
he
show.
Played Khan in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Great show.
Spoiler alert.
There's only like 6 episodes, and they're like an hour and a half each, but it's a great show.
So Orange is the New Black is another show we watched this summer. It's really good. It's kind of like Weeds, if you like Weeds.
It's made from the writer from Weeds, isn't it?
Well, it explains why it's like it. Somewhat hot chicks and some mostly not hot chicks.
Laura
in
Prepon
orange
from...
jumpsuits.
That 70s
Who those
show.
eyebrows and
Oh,
the
yeah.
glasses are really working for her.
I just think being a lesbian dominatrix works for her. No.
She showed her tits in like the first scene of the
No,
season.
what I mean is she's
What?
an overpowering
Didn't she?
lesbian.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, she showed her breasticles in the first episode.
And in that one movie with Bruce Willis.
Die Hard.
No.
The whole 9
It's
yards.
totally Die Hard.
No.
Die Hard 2.
Sixth Sense.
Quick Kick.
Nope. Lay the Favorite is what it's called.
She shows her boobs in Lay the Favorite. Why haven't I watched that yet? Queen Latifah has a talk show now. I don't think we need to talk about it.
I've seen
But she has a
some of
talk
that.
show now.
Yeah, here's what's going to happen. She's going to come out and make some stupid jokes, followed by some interaction with a DJ or a band leader, followed by the first guest, the second guest, a sketch, and a musical act / animal trainer /
On the most recent
Chef.
episode, the musical act was Foreigner? What's Foreigner's big song?
Journey.
No, Journey is not a song by Foreigner.
Here in the Emmys, we were talking about earlier, Outstanding Writing in a Drama Series. Henry Bromwell won for Homeland episode Q&A. I don't remember that episode.
Homeland's losing steam.
Yes, it is. But Breaking Bad was nominated for 2.
Dead Freight and...
Say My Name.
yeah, God, that's a great
That's a good conversation we can have here, because I was on the social networks last night, and Homeland put something up about did you watch the new episode, blah, 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 or like a quote from it or whatever. And there's like a lot of people commenting on their site and then Facebook also. And a lot of people are saying, all it is this season is kiddie porn. And I don't want to watch a bunch of kiddie porn. And I'm like,
it's Zach Hamilton from Dexter. And
what do they mean by this? And then I was like, because of all the sex scenes with, what's her name? Dana.
And Zach Hamilton from Dexter.
Yeah. And so here's the question.
I guess I would
Obviously, she's not, I don't know how old she is, but she's not underage, right?
In real life or on the show?
Yeah, in real life.
I don't think so.
On the show, she's, 16, 17?
Probably.
Okay, so the question for the big think here is, if you're watching a character who's supposed to be a certain age, but is actually of age, simulating sex 16. On a show, is it kiddie porn?
If their character's underage?
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what people are saying. All it is kiddie porn.
If the person's over 18 playing somebody underage...
Yeah.
If it was a movie...
should you feel awkward as a viewer for watching it? Because this person's supposed to be 16. Y'all see where I'm going with this?
Yeah,
like, it's a big...
If it's a movie, it's NC-17 automatically.
She's 18 in real life.
See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she's 18.
26 of this month, she'll be 19.
I'm not saying I'm sitting there going, oh, Dana, get naked or whatever. I'm just saying, I noticed that being said, and I was like, these people obviously feel uncomfortable watching it this season because of these teenage sex scenes. So, I don't know.
If
y'all know what I'm getting at.
If that's the turnoff for people, then I completely understand that it's a turnoff for people.
And even when it's on and I'm watching it and I'm like, I just start doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel bad like watching it, but I'm just like, I'm not interested in whatever. I'm interested in her story, but I'm not interested in seeing this teenager have sex with this other teenager.
I haven't seen the latest episode. Did she get naked or anything?
It wasn't like nudity, but
scene in the
there is a sex scene. And then, of course, wasn't there something like that? Maybe the first episode of the season, similar?
There was a movie with Jeremy Irons years ago called Lolita. And if I'm not mistaken, in that movie, it was an 18 or 19-year-old girl playing a 14 or 15-year-old character. And Jeremy Irons' character and her have a relationship in the movie. And even though he wasn't having sex scenes with an underage girl, a lot of people had a huge problem with that movie because not even that so much like, wow, you're going to make a movie about a man having sex with a child. It wasn't one of those deals where in a movie where a couple starts making out and then they show the curtains while they have sex in the background. It was on screen sex scenes.
And the same as this,
I love Jeremy Irons, and I still, when I found out about that movie, I was felt so uncomfortable about it. I was like, I'm not going to watch that, and I still haven't to this day. Yeah, if people have a problem with it, I completely understand it. I don't care if the girl's 23 in real life. If she looks 15 or 16 and plays a 15 or 16-year-old, no.
You could imply it. We don't need a 5-minute scene of
like,
them in the laundry
just
room.
The way I said, where that they're in the room, she's laying on the bed, he goes in to give her a kiss, and then you fade away to the side. You know what's going on.
Soap opera style.
Or sound effects, or I don't mean her moaning or anything, but whatever. They just had sex. You don't have to show it.
Yeah.
And normally, if we were talking about that in a TV show or a movie, I'd say get the fuck over it. Some of us want to see that, but not when it comes to somebody playing a child.
And like I said, I'm not even,
Has age of consent came into the argument at all? 18's
I didn't notice that. I just saw several people saying things like that, and I was just like, oh, I didn't even think of this. But I just noticed I'm not as engaged when her storyline comes up with this guy. Off subject, Jeremy Irons, he was awesome as that freaking goblin or whatever in the time machine.
Here's something funny that happened to me the other day. I was laying in bed and I watched 2 movies and I watched 2 TV shows, right? All back to back. I watched Homeland, and then I watched Blacklist, and then I watched Pacific Rim, that's a movie, and then I watched After Earth, that's the Will Smith and Jaden Smith movie. And I was like, this same fucking guy has played in everything that I watched today. This fucking guy, Diego Klattenhoff, he plays in all those.
Diego Klattenhoff. So nice. Is he like...
He's just getting around.
Latino German?
He went from Homeland to the Blacklist, and then...
he's the army buddy of Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I watched those 2 movies right after I watched those 2 shows, and I was like, fuck, this guy just took up my whole day.
So you guys want to talk about Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Well, you weren't even here yet, but we can. Have you seen it?
Andy Samberg's great in it. And, damn it, I forgot the guy's name. The guy that plays the gay chief. Andre Braugher. Andre Braugher does a great job.
He played in The Wire.
But I'm pretty sure that we just got the I'm being an asshole. Want you out of here cue from Nick. We need to wrap this episode up.
No, I'm saying like I think it cuts off at 1,000 measures. It's like 962.
God, it's long.
Yeah, go ahead. Wrap it up then.
All right, that's this week. Josh
A lot of
himself.
substance in this one.
All right, we'll see you next week, fuckers.